Good morning, everybody. Last we have discussed some matters regarding behavior. Today we will discuss physiology of behavior. To some extent, we have learned it in physiology. However, physiologically, behavior is related with our nervous and endocrine system. Our nervous system is divided into central and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is divided again into brain and spinal cord. Brain is again divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. The forebrain is again divided into three parts: thalamus, hypothalamus and cerebrum. The hindbrain is divided into pons, medulla and cerebellum. The peripheral nervous system is divided into autonomic and somatic nervous system. Actually, this will be here. Peripheral nervous system is autonomic and somatic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system again divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The thalamus is the relay station to cerebral cortex and controls our autonomic nervous system that in turn becomes responsible for various behavior. The hypothalamus has a key influence on emotional and motivational behavior. It is responsible for various affective and cognitive behavior. It controls the cognitive behavior like eating, drinking, sleeping, sex behavior, etc. The cerebrum is the seat of sensation, perception, memory, thought, emotion and volition. In short, it is the center for intelligence, ego sense and all higher mental processes. The reticular activating system or RAS in the midbrain is concerned with some conscious behavior. The pons transmit impulses to higher centers, coordinates activities of both sides of the brain. The medulla of the hindbrain relays sensory input and motor output between spinal cord and other parts of the brain. It is related with breathing, swallowing, coughing, vomiting, posture, etc. The cerebellum is concerned with skilled cognitive behavior like dancing, playing, typing, etc. It controls coordination of movement sequence, vegetative functions of the body. For example, stimulation of it causes increased blood pressure, change in cardiac activity, etc. The spinal cord is responsible for conduction of nervous impulses and reflex activities. The autonomic nervous system plays a significant role in controlling and regulating our emotional behavior. Functions of sympathetic and parasympathetic branches are opposite. Pleasant reactions of the body, assimilation of food, and sexual functions are closely related to parasympathetic branch. Unpleasant reactions of body, reactions in fear and anger are closely connected with sympathetic branch. In fear and anger situations, The sympathetic branch stimulates the adrenal glands to secrete the hormones adrenaline and non-adrenaline, resulting increase in blood pressure and sugar level of the body. This branch also causes enlargement of pupils, lowering the functions of salivary glands, leading to dry mouth and a contraction of the digestive system. The parasympathetic branch activates itself for the rescue action. Thus, it lowers down the blood pressure and heart rate, starts up stomach and intestine, and finally helps the organism to return to its normal state of behavior. These two branches are controlled by the hypothalamus. Stimulation of the posterior area of the hypothalamus increases sympathetic activities leading to excitement and tension, etc. Stimulation of the anterior area increases the parasympathetic activities leading to relaxation and depression, etc. The pineal gland that lies within the midbrain regulates the timing of biological functions like walking and sleeping, reproductive activities, appearance of secondary sex character, menstrual cycles, etc. The French philosopher René Descartes has regarded this gland as the seat of mental plane. According to him, it is the location of soul and it is the meeting point of body and mind. Similarly, endocrine glands of our body also take a great role in our behavior. We have following endocrine glands which play definite role in our various behavior. They are pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal gland, pancreas, and gonads. The pituitary gland that lies at the base of the brain, which is also known as master gland, that regulates the functions of other glands. The thyroid gland lies at the base of the brain, just below the larynx, in front of windpipe. It secretes thyroxine hormone. Oversecretion of it causes hyperthyroidism, characterized by nervousness, fatigue, hypertension, anxiety, etc. Deficiency of thyroxine leads to hypothyroidism, characterized by lowering of mental and bodily activity, that is, mental and bodily retardation. The parathyroid gland lies back to the thyroid gland. Excess secretion of it causes lassitude and lack of interest. Deficient secretion of parathyroid hormone leads to quick and intense response to stimuli. The adrenal gland that surrounds kidneys has two parts: adrenal medulla, the inner core, and the adrenal cortex, the outer core. Adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones secreted by adrenal medulla are responsible for affective behaviors. These hormones are to react in emergency, especially at the time of intense fear and anger. The adrenal cortex secretes about 20 hormones. They help in pituitary to control metabolism, particularly in stress. Oversecretion of it makes an individual highly active and energetic. The pancreas is situated between stomach and intestine. It secretes insulin and glucagon. Deficient secretion of insulin causes diabetes, leading to apathy and confusion. Excess of insulin leads to hypoglycemia, and prolonged hypoglycemia may cause permanent brain damage. The brain is dependent on blood glucose for necessary energy for its action, so mental activities and behavior are also related with pancreatic secretion. Gonads or sex glands are responsible for various sex behavior. So we have discussed regarding behavior in nutshell. Thank you all.